golden wildfire. The end of the Alliance.
Well, this is the end of that, folks, now.
It is the end of 1182. 4 moons have passed since Elmira attacked. Though the battle lines remain unchanged, Claude steadily schemes behind the scenes. History is about to be made.
Huh? Whoa, everyone's already here.
Da 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 da.
Yep, we were waiting on you, Hilda.
Whoops. But Claude isn't here yet, is he? He said he'd have something to tell us after the roundtable conference, so I figured it'd run late, as usual.
You got that right. Those meetings always seem to drag on forever.
Where's the love? These roundtables are supposed to symbolize the Alliance's ideals, you know.
Sorry about that. I was out of line.
No worries, my friend. That's exactly why we made the decision we did today.
What decision? Is that why you called us here?
Hold your horses. Everyone, listen up. As you know, the Leicester Alliance is governed through a Council of Representatives known as the 5 Great Lords. As the Alliance leader, it has been House Regan's responsibility to convene the Round Table and secure the approval of the other Lords on matters of policy. The Lords of the Alliance felt this was the best system to serve the welfare of their people. And in peacetime, maybe it was. But there's no denying that the roundtables have hindered our ability to respond swiftly to emergency situations. And it doesn't seem like Leicester's current state of emergency is going to end anytime soon. Which is why I put forth an important proposal at today's roundtable. One that's since been approved. As of today, the Leicester Alliance will be reborn as the Leicester Federation.
Okay.
All authority has been entrusted to the King of Leicester. And as it just so happens, I have been chosen to serve as the Federation's first king. With this, we'll no longer be held hostage by roundtable delays that leave us at the mercy of our enemies. I give you my word that I'll dedicate all my efforts to protecting and preserving Leicester. I hope I can count on all of your approval as well.
We reached this decision after exhaustive discussion. I imagine not everyone will approve, but we ask for your understanding.
I hope we can all accept our former leader as our new king and continue working together to defend Leicester.
So everyone, are you with me?
This must be why my father was in such a hurry to hand over leadership of our house to Holst.
The former Duke Goneril was a ringleader of sorts for the lords who opposed the establishment of the Federation. That said, he's been looking to put Holst in charge for a while now. Maybe this was just the perfect opportunity.
It seems I'll also have much to discuss with my father about House Ordelia's future. I imagine it's the same for you, right, Marianne?
Oh, yes. I suppose that's so.
It's just ridiculous to think that our Claude, of all people, is a king now.
Well, I think Claude will make a wonderful king.
Yeah, me too! Long live King Claude!
Huh. Didn't see that one coming.
Quite an abrupt twist, isn't it? He certainly didn't breathe a word of it to you.
No, he didn't. And to be honest, I appreciate that. It's not like I would have had any brilliant insight on the matter. Anyway, I'm happy for him. Now Claude's free to act as he sees fit, and I'm gonna keep supporting him, just like always.
Yes, I think that's probably for the best. Probably.
What the fuck you mean?
I have received word from my father. He reports that public order is rapidly deteriorating in House Burgundy's territory.
Seriously? I've heard the same is true in the Seaward and Albany territories as well.
That's right. And as a result, some unsavory characters have strayed into Daphne territory, causing trouble for us, too.
If they couldn't keep things under control, they should have come to me for help.
Those 3 houses have always been quick to align themselves with the strongest faction, be it the Central Church or even the Empire. That the 3 of them opposed the establishment of the Federation makes it all the more difficult to ask for help, no doubt.
If only it were that simple.
Is there something else about the matter that concerns you, Lady Judith?
I've heard some rumors that those 3 have been conspiring together of late. That there are plans in the works for all of them to defect to Fargus. The Viscounts may have been too busy plotting to secure their positions and deal with the growing chaos in their territories.
Now that I would believe.
I'm not sure if this is related, but there have also been some alarming sightings near their western borders.
Alarming in what way?
It's the Knights of Ceros. Perhaps it's nothing, seeing as the kingdom is sheltering the central church within their borders, but...
Do you suspect that the Knights have been acting as intermediaries between the kingdom and those houses? If so, we cannot possibly turn a blind eye.
We can't say for sure if that's the case just yet. But there's no mistaking that civil unrest is running rampant in those territories. We need to mobilize the Federation army immediately and try to restore public order.
Wait a moment. Would it not make more sense to send envoys to the houses beforehand to learn more about the situation?
They just reply to our inquiries with some half-baked excuses. Giving them a heads up we're coming should be enough.
So you're ordering an immediate deployment, Your Majesty. It's nice how quickly things move around here without the round table.
That's the beauty of this. Lawrence, assemble the troops immediately.
Very well. At long last, it is time for the Federation to take its first steps.
That's right. We stand at the dawn of a new Leicester.
So really everything else is kind of fun, unless it's like... gotta do everything else before opening the way forward, I guess, I don't know. Barbarossa. Oh wait, Conrad's seeming something about the decision he's making. It's time for the tutorial stuff. Will be... as soon as I make him into his new class, at the very least.
Finally. I've been waiting to try something new. Hey, one step at a
Good,
time.
you made it in time. Come on, the waiting's getting started. Don't be shy. Speak up if you've got a suggestion.
I've got it!
What if we did this?
I've got an idea. I'll get everything ready.
One step at a time.
Sounds good to me. Let's get rolling, everyone.
How's that?
You've been really working hard. I guess everyone's got a bit of a different way of getting motivated. I know they all want to get food instead of anyone dying, but that's not how war works. You should spend time with the other ones while you can. That way you won't have any regrets.
Hey!
Think about close friends of mine with my own mercenary band. It's made a little something when I first became a full-fledged mercenary and I'd be ready to give it to someone. Been my way of saying I'll always be there for them.
What do you think?
How do you feel going on the battlefield again? Will you overcome sentimentality?
Right on.
Oh.
I was not expecting that. Book. Was that my opinion? I thought the ceasefire with the Empire meant we were done with this awful fighting. Oh, no. And next time we're going to have to fight again? What is even going on?
Let's see.
Propaganda is scared of altogether to make the into the Federation less chaotic. Oh, I see. I do hope you're right about that. The Alliance might be the Federation now, but I don't think the citizens' lives have changed on that much. So I don't care about it either way, but if this makes going to battle easier, then I'm all for it. How can you be so apathetic? The entire structure of the region just changed. This whole thing was Claude's idea, right? I'm sure it'll work out fine. Anyway, it doesn't matter where we are. Our job's to fight for our home, same as ever.
Did you know?
I heard that my adopted father always supported establishing the Federation, so he probably won't retire anytime soon, unlike Duganero. You sound relieved. Didn't you want his position, though?
Yes.
Well, I sincerely doubt I'd be able to handle such a large responsibility right now.
Please.
I'll just continue to fight for the Federation's army, so I do hope I'll have his support.
In all honesty...
The minor nobles were surprisingly reluctant to form the Federation. Perhaps the fear of change overpowered any frustrations was roundtable. I don't need to have to figure out how to gain the loyalty. Oh, that's right. He's not just a leader anymore. He's officially king. Let's use a more appropriate title.
So...
I guess he used to be part of House Vegan's forces. But now I'm going to be a commander of the Federation army. What's any different?
You sure?
I doubt anything's going to change. I'll always fall for Leicester regardless. Yeah, you're right. I just gotta keep doing what I've always done.
Oh, man.
You can at least get better food out of Khan's king. I never could have predicted that the Leicester Alliance would dissolve itself. This is yet more proof that the future is not set in stone. Anything is possible. Even so, it's an astonishing move. I'm curious to see how things will progress from here.
Hello.
I had a sneaking suspicion something was going on when my father gave up his position so suddenly. He rushed through all the paperwork and ceremonies needed to make my party the next Duganero.
Hey.
What's the difference between all those titles anyway? Like Duke and Count or whatever. A Duke is a slightly higher rank than a Count, but there honestly isn't much difference. Maybe the Federation will shake things up a bit. Not that I care about all that. I was expecting we'd be getting a pay raise now that our boss is a full-blown king. So I blew all my golden celebratory drinks, only to find out we're getting the same lousy rate as before.
Oh, man.
Ugh, life's too cruel. I'm even more hard up for coin than usual. Greetings, Commander. Nothing to report.
Anyway...
By the way, I heard the Knights of Sales was spotted near the border. And I'm curious what they're up to. I might have just been a loaded gate guard for them, but I certain their ranks are the same. Of course, that doesn't change who I'm working for now. My blood runs Federation Gold! Burgundy, Albany, and Seaward all hold territories on the western border. Albrecht, that's a weird name. Albrecht, Nilsson, and Muller control the northeast.
Actually,
they never had a vote at the round table, and have had long been at the mercy of the 5 great lords.
I'm at a loss.
But it's not like their opinions are completely ignored either. It's complicated. Has Fona become stabilized again?
What do you think?
Then I can be returning to Bridget, right? I don't know about that. I'm not sure things have fully settled. You are thinking so, but I must be returning someday. I have to be fulfilling my duty. Sorry, Petra. Maybe once the war's over. A scout from the Knights of Sales is spying near Leicester's western border. We can't tell what they're up to, but my guess is that they're waiting for an opportunity to retake Garrick. And that would mean... the 3 towns on the western edge of Leicester used to be bustling with pilgrims making their way to the monastery. But all changed once the Empire took control of Garrick. There are more Imperial troops than pilgrims now. Not to mention banners piling ground.
In short,
I'm certain that's one of the reasons why there's been so much civil unrest over there.
Speaking
Sorry
of...
to spring all those major announcements on you. Now is it intentionally hiding that stuff from you. It was just never a good time to bring it up.
How's that?
So, just to make sure. You still have my back, right?
Absolutely.
Of course. I was honestly so sick of waiting for the roundtable's approval all the time. When I hear that, it's one of the main reasons we formed the Federation.
I'm counting on
In any case, we still really need your help. I hope we can count on you, says. Both the Kingdom and the Federation are ruled by kings, but I think the structures are markedly different.
Basically.
Not that I'm basing that on anything in particular. Whether things go smoothly or not depends on Claude. Claude would be a great leader. He's got a good head on his shoulders.
That's
how naive of you. Sorry I didn't pick the other option I feel. The round table may have been abolished, but the 5 great lords still retain the right to speak their mind. Naturally, it is our duty as nobles to obey the king's commands, but I fully intend to let my opinions be known when necessary. And if the king refuses to heed my advice, well...
Hey!
What will you do? I will take it upon myself to ask the Lords of Leicester who is truly fit to be their king. And they will undoubtedly be unanimous in their reply. The one who will bring glory to Leicester is none other than... me, Lawrence Hellman Gloucester. You're weird, I know.
Doesn't a meal made by a friend always taste better?
Agreed. Maybe I'll treat you to something myself next time. I'm quite the skilled cook, if I may say.
Your instincts are good, but you might want to brush up on your cooking skills.
I'm aware.
Come back whenever.
It's not like it's not like I have any command over the cooking skills that I am able to employ here. Jesus Christ.
Enemy.
Well, I got a lot to do, so I'm probably not gonna be doing much battle progress. But you know, let's see. I'm willing to do at least a few fights here and there. I'll probably do at least like 2 battles, 2 support conversations, and then a battle. But just maybe help things along a little bit. Because now I'm about to just run out of all the support here. Except for maybe gatekeeping.
Hey there, got time for a little chat?
I do, but don't you kind of have a lot going on right now? Oh, I should probably be using your title now, shouldn't I? Since you're a king and all, your majesty.
Call me whatever you want. I'm still the same Claude.
I was shocked when I heard you were going to be the king of Leicester. I never imagined you'd be able to unify the alliance and make it all official.
Hey, it was your idea. Don't tell me you forgot.
Oh yeah!
Oh, right, the thing. The thing I definitely remember. That thing.
Oh, says we're so alike.
Are you sure? You're not filling me with confidence in your memory here. You said that the Alliance should get rid of the roundtable system so we could act more decisively.
Oh yeah, I did say that. but I didn't expect you to remake the whole alliance as a federation, whatever that is.
Alliance, Federation, they're the same thing with different names. I just established something new to get rid of the old system.
Huh. I guess it makes sense when you put it that way.
You're a strange one, you know that? I find myself actually wanting to open up to you. It's probably because you don't seem to have any strings attached. Makes it easy to talk to you.
Yeah, I'm just a wandering mercenary. All my life, I've never had many relationships to speak of.
Right. You were taken in pretty young, weren't you?
Yeah, I don't remember any of it, but that's what my mom told me.
The lady who raised you, what kind of person was she?
How do I put it? It was like she could do anything. She taught me all sorts of stuff. We lived in a small village deep in the mountains. It was a humble life, and I didn't interact much with the other villagers. And one day, my mom suddenly got sick and passed away, and I was booted out of the village. I had to use everything she taught me just to stay alive after that.
So, you were left to face the world all alone after they kicked you out, huh?
The whole time, yeah. I became a mercenary, but the groups I joined didn't last for long. So I ended up drifting from one place to the next, and that's how I ended up like this. Completely untethered.
I see. You know, I think I understand you a little better now.
Though I suppose I can't say for certain that I don't have any connections.
You mean your power?
Yeah. I still have no idea what it actually is or who my real parents are.
Just remember that no matter what you find out, it won't change who you are. Just like how becoming a king hasn't changed who I am.
Hilda, did you get hurt at all?
Nope, I'm totally fine. I'm super glad we won that battle today.
Me too. But it was touch and go for a moment there. Make sure you're not overdoing it, okay?
Is that what it seemed like? I didn't think I was pushing myself at all.
I mean, you were way up in the front with me. Didn't you say you wanted to hang back and relax?
What can I say? When I saw you up there, I couldn't help but chase after you. Despite all that stuff I said, I guess I do still worry.
But I thought worrying about people like me was a waste of time.
Well, that's what I thought. But it turns out you and my brother are different after all.
So what you're saying is... it's different because we're friends and he's family?
No, that's not it. My friends are just as important to me as my brother. Look at it this way. I could cheer for you till I'm blue in the face, but if I'm stuck all the way in the back, you won't even notice. And I'd lose track of you in all the commotion.
Yeah, I guess that's what would happen.
So, how am I supposed to cheer for you if I don't get up close?
But you weren't cheering. You were actually participating in the battle.
Hey, it's not my fault there were so many enemies up there. They forced my hand. I'd have been in danger if I hadn't fought back. I get the feeling that you have some kind of problem with me being so close by.
No, not at all. Why would I?
Glad to hear it. And this way, you get to see all my valiant deeds up close. You've got to be happy about that, right?
I'm not sure happy's the right word, but I'm definitely grateful for your help. You're pretty strong too, you know. You really are Holst's little sister. I can't think of anyone I'd rather have watching my back.
Oh, please don't say that. I can't handle that kind of responsibility. Our win wasn't because of me or anything. You know I'm basically a weakling, right?
After seeing what you can do, weakling isn't what comes to mind. But I guess you can seem shaky out there sometimes?
Exactly. So shaky. That's why it's up to you to make sure I'm perfectly safe during battles.
Of course I will. But aren't you supposed to be cheering me on so I don't die?
I'm obviously going to do that. And in exchange, you protect me. It'd be a little selfish of you to get all that encouragement for free, don't you think?
Right, if you say so. I think I've lost the thread of this conversation.
Me too. This is going all sorts of places.
That's okay. The point is, we just gotta stick together and keep doing our best.
Sure, you didn't even want that. It wasn't enough. That was just a fucking B-Wing. Goodness. I'm supposed to do about it meanwhile. Just so we can at least get some progress in this episode that isn't just... Hi!
Oh, Holst. What's going on?
Our king has agreed to meet with the Adrestian Emperor.
Claude's gonna talk to Edelgard?
Fine.
Yes, and you'll be joining us. You're the only reliable bodyguard we could find on such short notice.
Okay then. Lead the way.
It's good to see you again, Claude. Congratulations on your coronation as the first king of the Lester Federation.
What's this? The Empire has officially recognized our Federation? Why, Edelgard, I'm touched. But I did have my heart set on an apology. You launched an unprovoked attack against us after all.
Attack? The Empire merely responded to an invitation from Viscount Acheron of House Phlegethon. Alas, fortune turned against him at the Great Bridge of Murden, and he perished in the battle. As a result, we did garrison our army in Gloucester territory for a brief time. But I would hardly call that an unprovoked attack.
Huh. And dead men tell no tales, right? Although I'll grant you that he sold us out to the Empire.
Whatever transpired, the Empire and the Alliance did end up at war with one another. And I do not deny that the Imperial Army caused harm within Alliance territory. We are prepared to offer appropriate restitution for that.
That works. We'll take tangible resources over insincere apologies any day. We can hash out the definition of appropriate later. Want to move on to the real reason we're here?
Yes, by all means. I trust you read my letter? The Central Church must be eliminated before Fodlan can be reborn. Your help would go a long way towards accomplishing that.
Oh, I read it all right. And from a personal standpoint, it's something I can get behind. But as the leader of the Federation, I can't say the same. You can't expect the people of Leicester to embrace this Southern Church that you've dredged up out of nowhere.
I must take issue with that assertion. The Southern Church has a long and storied history in Fodlan.
Nonsense. You hastily resurrected some dusty old sect and appointed the Empire's own Minister of Religious Affairs as its bishop. Do you honestly expect us to acknowledge such an obvious sham?
None of us will shed any tears if you do not. Nor did we truly expect that you would.
We do not care where the Federation places its faith, so long as it is not in the Central Church.
So all you're looking for is a little cooperation in taking them down? And I assume the Kingdom's on your hit list too, since they've given them sanctuary.
So I just realized it's kind of all just a total opposite effect on Three Houses story, because we basically had two sides where they just went and fought Edelgard, and I guess the Golden Deer House had a bit more story at that. Which the church about saying to say ripped off, I'm not gonna still not gonna be upset if we get a bit at. And now this time it's just basically the opposite. We're basically gonna be facing off against Dimitri 2 times in a row. Phenomenal, okay.
I understand the Federation faces challenges of its own. Surely you would prefer a quick return to stability at your borders with the Empire?
Oh? I'd like to hear a little more about these challenges you think we have, but maybe now isn't the best time.
Claude, we want stability. The decision is yours to make. Knowing you, I am certain you will carefully consider the costs and benefits, rather than let emotions dictate your decision.
All right, I'm in. Holst, do you feel satisfied with those terms?
Everything looks good to me. I'm especially glad we found a solution to the control of Murden.
Hubert, I trust you have no objections?
None, Your Majesty. All that remains is the placement of your seals.
Then let us conclude our discussions for now, and go inform the world that Adrestia and Leicester have joined forces for a brighter future.
Sounds like a plan to me. I, Claude von Regan, King of the Leicester Federation, hereby swear this pact. Leicester pledges to work in harmony with the Adrestian Empire, and do everything in its power to secure a peaceful future for Fodlan.
By the covenant between the red blood and the white sword that crowns the double-headed eagle, I, Edelgard von Hresfeld, hereby swear this pact. Adrestia pledges to work hand in hand with the Leicester Federation to deliver peace to the land and secure a future for all its people.
The pact is sealed.
And now it is our job to uphold it.
I'm sure you noticed how Edelgard wouldn't even deign to acknowledge your existence. How empty does it make you feel to witness history marching forward without any say in which direction it takes?
I never wanted to be the one making history. That's too big a role for a humble mercenary. That said, I don't know about this. The kingdom and the church are suddenly our enemies now. Is everyone really just gonna get on board with that?
Unsettling truths. It's just the same old other pill log that I've already done, so nothing needs to be done. Take them down and stop them until from reaching the main force.
Hope this is one of those easy wins.
It's definitely gonna be easy.
No messing around if we want to win.
Especially with such a forgiving talent like that. I mean, come on. Excuse you.
I'm sorry. We weren't strong enough.
Shush.
Knowing when to retreat is a vital strategy.
We won't lose, no matter what.
It ain't.
Here we go.
How can I face my comrades after this?
Pop.
Time to make a name for ourselves.
Is she get out of here?
You shall pay for this. You hear?
Get out of here.
If I do.
Okay.
Now die!
Get out of here.
I'm sorry.
Should like defeated.
So this is defeat. I'm sorry.
But like I mean, just intensely, all the enemies being slowly slain.
Time to make a name for
Also, I better kill every other enemy here. I defeated one guy who captured the stronghold and then okay. Sure, I guess I'll just go forth and deal with that. Okay. Not before I go on a wild rampage just to do it beforehand.
Too easy.
I'm not letting you steal my thunder.
I've seen the orders on the bosses. I don't care what it's saying anymore. I'm just going through
This place won't be a problem.
slashing around and just begin to slash, I guess. Got places to go, gotta slash my way through the army. Pop. Just slash her through with no regard to the enemy whatsoever. Whip.
My accomplishment.
So I already reached 500.
Still
Okay.
standing when the battle's over.
I'm certain the future will forge is bright.
Pretty much. Done.
That's no surprise. I work much harder than anyone else.
You barely did anything. Let's see. It was all me. It was me, the protagonist. Okay, I guess we're gonna immediately access. Okay.
To sum up, we've agreed to an armistice with the Empire. From now on, our enemies are the Kingdom and the Church of Seros.
The church is our enemy now? You say it like you're just moving pieces on a chessboard.
To be clear, this is not a repudiation of the teachings of Seros themselves. All we're aiming for is the dissolution of the Central Church.
That would mean killing Lady Rhea. Is that really the right thing to do?
I didn't speak with them very much, but Sedith and Lady Rhea didn't seem like bad people.
No, trust me. If this was three houses, you would sure understand the length of certain things, Marianne. I'm just saying.
Those two aren't what they seem to be. If what the Empire says is true, that is.
I hate to say it, but it sure sounds like you let the Empire talk you into buying the whole store.
Look, the Empire is obviously trying to use us as a means to their own end. But do you honestly think I'd agree to a deal that sets them up better than us? I'm using them right back. The balance of power in Fodlan has already collapsed. If we just sit on the sidelines, our position is only going to get weaker. By cooperating with the Empire, we can expand our influence and power as much as they do, if not more. This is the only way we can end the war quickly while maintaining Leicester's independence.
And for that purpose, you would throw Fargus to the wolves, despite holding no animosity towards them?
You and I may not hold any grudges, but if you look to our history, you'll see it was the Kingdom who tossed us to the wolves first. When our people were fighting for independence from the Empire, Fargus attacked and conquered Leicester for themselves. And even after we finally won our freedom in the Crescent Moon War, they've continued to meddle in our affairs, like causing that rift in House Daphne.
Yes, well...
Besides, they're harboring the Central Church, and I can't condone that. I've always been skeptical of that dogma they preach. It's just a way for them to force their own belief system onto everyone else. Their creed legitimizes Fodlan's system of nobility, which values crests above all else and leaves no room for people of different backgrounds or faiths. And if what the Empire says is true, then I couldn't even begin to count the number of crimes the Central Church has committed.
Claude, are you saying that you intend to destroy our current system of nobility? Because that...
I have news. A battle has broken out in ALL between Imperial troops and the Knights of Seros.
The Imperial Army has already stationed troops as far north as ALL?
That's a little too close to Daphne territory for my liking.
It seems Catherine is commanding the Knights. The Imperial troops are in for a serious fight.
Catherine was definitely the strongest out of all the Knights of Seros.
What shall we do, Your Majesty? If we're to honor the pact we just signed, we should go and reinforce the Imperial troops.
Yeah, you're right.
Not so fast. We have not finished our conversation. Just what exactly are your intentions for Fodlan, Claude?
Honestly, I want to break this place wide open and tear down every last one of its insular customs. If we can't do that, then there's no real path forward. Now is the time to steel ourselves and take action.
Are you sure? How exactly are you planning to explain all that to the people in the Federation who adhere to the Church's teachings?
Oh, I already have something in mind. In fact, I'll need your help to see it through.
Well, you'll have it. I just hope whatever you've got up your sleeve is actually a good idea.
It is. Judith, Lawrence, I need you to trust me and follow my lead for now, okay? Now, let's go wipe out those knights near Daphne territory. Everyone, prepare to move out.
You good with this, Shamir? I told you before. I'm not part of the Knights of Seros anymore.
But we're gonna be fighting Catherine this time. Didn't you two used to be real close?
We were partners back then, but that's all in the past. Now we walk our own paths. I won't hesitate to do what must be done.
Not even a hint of doubt. She really is something.
Hey, not valid moment. Yeah, just okay. I think it was gonna be that. Okay. Got all this optional stuff here, so might as well slowly eke out more of the support conversations we have, because it's gonna get any bigger. It's gonna get a lot bigger if I don't.
Ah, there you are.
Here to complain again, Lawrence?
Do I look like a man who does nothing but complain? Simply preposterous.
Okay, then what do you want?
I'm not sure if you noticed, but I have grown remarkably stronger as of late. I've poured all my effort, nay, my very blood, into these results. And do you know why that is?
To win the war, right?
That may be part of it, yes. But the impetus came from you throwing down the gauntlet.
I don't remember doing anything like that.
You surely could not have forgotten. Your words ring true in my ears even now. It was something like, if you don't want people running in to save you, then you just gotta get stronger than me.
That does sound like me.
And I believe I responded, the day my strength surpasses yours, my noble personage will save your commoner skin and restore the proper order to this world.
Still not happening, still higher level than you, fuck!
Did you?
Yes, I most certainly did. And now that day has finally come. I am a man of my word, after all. If I could only just rescue you from a perilous spot in battle, I will have truly fulfilled my vow.
So, that was a vow, huh?
Yes, one I whispered into the ears of the goddess herself. Yet you seem dead set on foiling my every opportunity to fulfill it. Somehow you never stumble, never falter on the battlefield. It's almost as if you're an army all on your own.
Like I said, New Game Plus is us out here.
And so, despite my every intention to rush in and rescue you, the opportunity never arises. Well, what do you plan to do about this?
Okay, see what you're doing right now? You're complaining again. But you've got it all wrong. The reason I don't run into trouble in battle isn't because I'm all-powerful or something. It's because I have reliable allies like you fighting alongside me. So you see, you've already fulfilled your vow.
What? Well, I must say, I'm quite impressed with myself. It seems I've managed to save your life without even realizing it. Which means I, Lawrence Hellman Gloucester, have emerged victorious in our challenge.
Challenge? What challenge? All of this was your idea. I never agreed to any of it. And besides, I don't think you've actually accomplished anything yet. I mean, you don't really think you're stronger than me, do you?
Ah, throwing down another goal.
Oh my god.
Very well then. How about a little sparring session, right here and now?
Bring it. But no complaining if you lose, all right?
And so I won the very battle. Just easy peasy. And then Lawrence is like, why can't I win anything?
Anyone here? Oh, Hilda. Perfect.
I am, aren't I? Now, what do you need?
I was thinking about getting another round of practice in, but I need a partner. And here you stand. So what do you say?
What? But it's so late!
Yes, but I just thought up a fantastic move, and I need to try it out or I'll never be able to sleep.
Yeah, but I've already bathed, and I really don't want to get all sweaty and gross again.
Wait, is that you? You smell amazing.
I know! I use floral oils. I've got a whole bunch of them, and I mix and match based on the situation or just, you know, mood.
Didn't realize that actually is a thing in Fulton, but I guess that is a thing now. Interesting. I guess it works.
Wow, that's impressive.
That's impressive.
I bet you're wondering why I'd go to all that trouble, right? Well, scent is very important. One whiff of something nice can turn a person's entire day around.
I get that, but I don't really think it's for me. I'm always training or hunting or something, and the constant sweat would probably wash it right off.
Which is exactly why you should use floral scents. Then you'll smell like a delightful bouquet and not some kind of hog farmer. I mean, you're cute already, but you could be the whole package if you just leaned into it.
You think I'm cute? No one's ever said that to me before. Or anything even remotely like it, actually.
You know what? Let's just do it. Come to my tent. That's where I keep the stash.
I really don't think this is for me.
Oh, don't be silly. It is absolutely for you.
No, really. Besides, I have to go practice that move.
Well, too bad. But I'll come find you tomorrow, okay? Oh, this is so exciting.
Wait, I don't think I actually agreed to anything. Never mind. I'm leaving. Bye.
Yup, just a little bit of effort and she'll really be the whole package. Something fishy's going on. I hope they're not getting into trouble.
If it isn't little Hilda. Why the long face?
Ah, Balti.
You know, if Holst heard you were looking down in the dumps, he'd come flying faster than you can say overly attached. Of course, I won't be the one to tell him.
You'd better not. He's been acting strange lately. I'm actually starting to worry. Do you know what's going on, Balti?
Oh, me? Nah. How should I?
Well, the two of you have been hanging out an awful lot recently. Wait, don't tell me you've been corrupting him with your wicked ways. If I find out you're to blame for what's going on with him, so help me, Balti.
Take it easy, will ya? You've got the wrong guy. Besides, even if I was trying to use my wicked ways on him, which I'm not, what of it? You don't really think your brother would be swayed that easily, do you?
Fair point. My brother can't stand anything that isn't honorable and just.
That's the truth. There's not a soul better at keeping people in line.
Yeah, and if someone did try to corrupt him, he'd just beat them senseless. Then lecture them for hours on end.
And if by some chance he did give in, would you hate him?
Of course not. He's my brother, and I'll always love him no matter what. Not that I have to worry, since he's basically incorruptible.
Oh, my dear, precious sister. Is that what you truly think of me?
Can we get some more default portraits than just a generic default one? I swear to God.
Ah! Holst! When did you get here?
We can really afford to actually have some images of, like, shadowed portraits of them. Come on, it's not that difficult.
I love you too, Hilda. Now come on and give your brother a big hug.
Balti! How could you do this to me?
Wait, Hilda, I can explain. There's a really good reason for this. Honestly, really good.
You set me up! He heard everything.
Look, Holst told me he's been really worried about you lately. I just wanted the poor guy to hear what you had to say, that's all. Now he knows how you feel, so he doesn't have to worry anymore. All's well that ends well. Yeah?
I am forever grateful, my friend. You have shown me the true nature of my darling sister's feelings.
What are you two so happy about? I've never been more embarrassed in my entire life.
I'm sorry, Hilda. I was the one who talked Balthus into this. Please forgive this poor, misguided buffoon. Direct all your anger at me, along with your love.
You really are hopeless, aren't you?
Nonsense, Hilda. For you are my hope.
What are you even saying? Fine, do whatever you want. Just leave me out of it.
Never a dull moment with those two.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Doesn't matter how it goes.
Uh-huh.
Doesn't really matter. Sure, fine. Does seem to be kind of necessary for some things. At least it's not a fucking demonic beast. And if one does appear or something else of the ilk, so fucking help me, I'm not gonna do anything about it.
The fight
Give me game or not. I've long since stopped facing them, I'm not gonna do it. For TV purposes, probably maybe in the future, but not bothering.
I won't let you down.
We
Can't let it end like this.
It's no use. We can't gain any ground.
You always come through for us, even more than I expected. Time to make a name for ourselves.
Here it comes.
We die. Swoosh. Oh look, I go on at the last fucking second. I don't care. The mission's already done. Oh, check out your peak. What am I with? Hate it here. What does the golem have to do with anything? Literally just there doing nothing. I can just absolutely ignore it. I could leave the battle anytime I want, but no, I had to fight it for whatever fucking reason. It's just absolutely so important. So fucking important to destroy for whatever fucking reason. I'm gonna get the fuck over here. Jesus Christ, I'm not trying to thing all by myself. I don't know what I'm doing with this voice anymore. Yada yada. I'm just gonna be this. I don't care anymore. See when the fight's over.
Out of the way.
And this is the first time I got an achievement. Well, I mean, obviously, this is the first time I got the achievement because I just got it! Because the game forced me to fight a golem, I didn't want to bother fighting anyways! Oh yeah.